Welcome to Lisbon, Portugal. This is where I'm going to embark on the Norwegian Epic and take a transatlantic cruise to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Let's go. Okay, I think I saw my ship, the Norwegian Epic. No, not there. There it is. There she is. She's a beauty. Never been on it. My first time. Kind of rough day out there today. They already canceled Ponta Delgada, the Azores. There's another ship over there too. The big cathedral up on the top of the hill. And then the other cathedral where you can buy a ticket and walk out on the terrace and take some beautiful pictures of Lisbon. Now, I didn't have a way to print out my luggage tags. I tried to do it at the hotel, but they came out huge. I'm just gonna carry that on and hope the rooms will open up soon. I don't have to lug it around the ship. Let's go. And if it's like most other cruise ships, if you don't have your luggage tags, they'll make them for you. They're right there at the port. Normally, it's looking like there's still a long line to get in. Reminds me of Barcelona. Okay, so that line downstairs was just for bags. And I just gotta go this way to security. I'm sure I can't videotape here. Okay, well I got through security. Now I gotta go past the duty-free shop. And then I gotta go to the check-in lines, which look pretty busy right now. But I'm sure they were a lot busier before. They have a lot of stuff here. Suitcases if you need one. If you forgot warm weather clothes like I did, maybe they have some. Well, I see some t-shirts. I already bought sneakers. Because the ones I've been wearing for a month and a half are worn out. Looks like they have stuff for ladies. That's about it. I'll be walking around in Norwegian Cruise Line logoed t-shirts all week. I wasn't planning on this cruise because I had purchased a 90-day rail pass, flew to Dublin, then took the ferry from Dublin over to the UK, went all over Scotland, and then jumped on the Eurostar to the continent. It was an epic adventure and I saw some beautiful places that I'll come back to. However, I grossly underestimated my hotel costs. Although I planned on using hotel points, a lot of them weren't available at the last minute. So I flew to Lisbon to board a very affordable transatlantic cruise. After spending 2 weeks on that cruise and 2 weeks at home, like Santa Claus, I flew on Christmas Eve over to Munich to complete my 90-day Eurail adventure. Watch for those videos soon. Please like and subscribe. Let's get back to the cruise. Okay, paying for priority access would have been a good idea on this one. First one I've ever seen, that would have been an advantage. Like in Barcelona, when you think you're all checked in, no, you gotta exit Europe first. Okay, that was probably about 40 minutes. Not too bad considering, but it was warm in there. Until you got close to the exit Europe point and they had the doors open. That was awesome. Look at this ship. Looking forward to going under that bridge, but I think it's gonna be dark by the time we do. Supposed to leave about 6 o'clock. And sunset, I believe, is at 5. Seas don't look that bad right now. Maybe most of the storm has passed. Good thing about coming on later, the rooms are open. See people on the balconies. Hey, stepping on the Epic for the first time. And it's starting to rain. Good timing. I haven't even looked at where on the ship my cabin is. I only know it's on the 10th deck, so we'll be surprised together. All right, this is pretty. There's a casino. I know my $400 bid, which is $800 because I'm solo. It's gonna be a great upgrade because there's a balcony, but we'll see. Wow, check out this room. Woo! There's a beautiful balcony room with a comfortable bed, but a very weird bathroom setup. I hope you like and subscribe and check out my video on cabin 10246. Okay, deck 15. Lots of sunshades. That's a nice touch. The towel rack. The waves bar. Ooh, the odd time when you check in on the ship and there's no food open. There's gotta be somewhere, but I'm on deck 15 and the Garden Cafe is closed until 5, so. Huh. Glad I got snacks. Okay, there's a rock wall and one of the slides. I might try that this time. I did it a long time ago. It was cool. Let's go check out Lisbon. Okay, at least they have these little slats through the windows that you can get really good pictures. There's that cathedral you go up. And you can walk along the terrace and take some gorgeous pictures of Lisbon. Right there. Oh, fancy a game of chess? I love it. And there's the ship docked in front of us, the Silver Seas Silver Dawn. Have you ever been on Silver Seas? Let me know. I haven't, not yet. And that is the Apollonia train station right there. Looks like there's some construction going on in front of it. Very cool building. There's Spice H2O. 18 and over. I think the H2O on Bliss is nicer, even though they don't have a big monitor like this. Very cool. They do have hot tubs tucked away in the corner over there. And over there. Nice. Thanks for watching Rick's Trips. Cheers. Not only do these canopies protect you from the sun, they protect you from the rain. But not when it's blowing sideways. The bridge coming up. Going under the April the 25th bridge in Lisbon is a highlight you don't want to miss. You get a beautiful view of the bridge that looks a lot like the bridge in San Francisco, and it was even built by an American company. You also get a beautiful view of the Cristo Rey, a gorgeous statue that you can even go to and walk up. I've never done it, but I bet you get some amazing views of the city of Lisbon. I don't even know what I'm walking into here, but it looks pretty cool. Ah, it's the Bliss Lounge. This is a nightclub, I guess. Okay, this room is called the Spiegel Tent. Every night at 5:30, the crew hosted a solo meetup gathering. They did a great job. They had sign-up sheets for different shows during the cruise. Led different games where you could win raffle tickets for a prize at the end of the cruise. All you needed to do is participate.
Is it a man? No. Is it a woman? No. Is it a fictional character? Yes.
And then after the meetup every night, you could meet for dinner together. The dinner times were too early for me to go with them, but I loved meeting them and had a great time. If you're solo, don't be afraid of the specialty diners. Go. I went to Teppanyaki and had a blast. I liked it so much, I went twice.
Baby boy.
Oh, they have a Howl at the Moon here. This is the Headliners Comedy Club. Headliners Comedy Club and Howl at the Moon are actually in the same place.
Yeah, just a few announcements. Please don't be put off cruising around Europe, despite all the religious pressure in Hungary, especially from that Budapest.
I enjoyed singing along at the Howl at the Moon, but the comedy honestly wasn't all that funny. But it was alright. My favorite entertainment was the Beatles. They sounded good in the theater, but they always sound better at the Cabin Club. You gotta check that out.
I like to be under the sea.
Check out the line to the Cabin Club an hour before the show starts. All the way down there. Well, I thought one of the coolest things I saw on the Norwegian Epic was this bowling alley. I was so excited to go bowling, but it's under maintenance. Good time to take pictures of the casino when no one's here. It'll be packed later, I'm sure. And you can look out and see the water here. Oh, there's the dancing drums. My favorite. Crap table. Maybe I'll try that this trip. We've got lots of tables here, but so far I've only seen one craps table. Boca. There's a smoking casino right in there. A couple of ATM machines. One on this side, one over there. They seem to pay better than the slots so far. This is the smoking casino. I have actually seen some dealers in here, but they should pay them extra. But they don't. A lot of cruise lines have a separate casino for smoking. And Royal Caribbean is starting to do that. But honestly, I don't think the casinos are as busy as when you can smoke in them. But I know it's healthier for everybody. Okay, I'm in the casino. This first time that I saw this on this ship. I have seen it on other ships. Coffee and snacks. There's an ice bar here. I haven't seen one of those here on a ship. It's not really ice, or is it? Oh, but it looks like ice. Boy, was I fooled. That's not the ice bar. This is. Okay, I'm getting ready to head into the ice bar. It's gonna get cold. It gets really cold in the ice bar. And you have to make a reservation, which I have one for tonight. Apparently it's like a freezer. It costs $15 to get in, plus gratuity. But then after you use your loyalty discounts, whatever that may be, it drops the price back down to basically $15 or less, depending on your loyalty.
Very lucky because you're in the presence on the first ice bar of NCL. Yes. And by the following months, they put it in breakaway and getaway. So we have 3 ice bar on NCL. So this bar needs to be kept at a very low temperature, typically negative 15 to negative 20 degrees in Fahrenheit. By the way, my name is John Patrick from the Philippines. I'm your bartender for today. You're welcome. But if you don't like me, my name is Pedro.
The ice bar is definitely a highlight of the cruise. Everything's made of ice, even the furniture. So dress warm, or do what I do, and take a risk. Let's check out the Epic Theater. This boat's a rockin'.
Cloudy skies, we have winds from the west and the wind is 40 knots and the ocean is about, or the waves are about 4 to 5 meters or 15 feet high. In other words, we have some rough conditions out there, so when you walk around the ship you have to hold on to the railing and think about your own safety.
Well, with the 15-foot seas, it wasn't all that bad, but you sure could tell the boat was rocking. The next day was better, even though I could see some rain out in the distance. I just love the ocean. Well, the top deck was closed, but I could sit on the H2O lounge and watch golf. That was beautiful. Guess it's grill night tonight. Had quite a few meals at the Garden Cafe, and the views were fantastic. I think I had 2 meals in the main dining room, and then 3 specialty dinners. I went to Cagney's and Teppanyaki, but I still like the Garden Cafe. And on this Transatlantic cruise, it wasn't as crowded as it normally is. And the sunsets were absolutely stunning. And so were the sunrises. The weather has cleared up and they're serving food on the pool deck. Got pizza, a whole bunch of stuff. Hot dogs, burgers. And same over here. The next day and the next few days were absolutely beautiful. You're coming to the Beatles show, you better show up early. And besides the awesome shows they had on board, there's all kinds of games going on in the atrium. Something different every day.
Mr. Bojangles.
And they even showed football on the big screen in H2O. And while using one of my premium dinner packages at Cagney's, I got to see the show going on downstairs in the Manhattan main dining room. And the steaks on this cruise at Cagney's were fantastic. And after a heavy meal, maybe you want to go take some bachata lessons. There are all kinds of dance lessons and other activities going on the ship. NCL does a fantastic job. Or maybe you want to just walk up to the H2O lounge and take in a movie. And this is Oceans, that's open 24 hours a day. And it's complimentary. You can sit at the bar, along the railing, or in the restaurant over there. Lots of things happen down there. We got some video games, air hockey, pool tables, skee ball, and dot boards. And Papa Shot. And you gotta pay to play dots. I haven't seen that before. On a cruise ship anyway. Well, I traveled quite a bit on this trip since I started in the US, of course. Landed in Dublin, went to Wales, up to Scotland, down to France, Belgium, Germany, Spain, Portugal. Okay, you just passed the ice bar. You come to the duty-free shop area, the main duty-free shop area. If you get lost, just look at the street sign. You can spend a lot of money in here. I'll tell you, because I wasn't planning this cruise. I had to get some warm weather clothing. Whew, expensive. I tried getting it on land, but all the stores have already changed up to their winter clothes. But if you buy something and you don't use it, you keep all the tags on, you can take it back. And if you don't see something you want on the first couple of days of the cruise, keep looking because they add stock after the first few days of the cruise. If it's a repositioning cruise, there's also a discount on some of the items. Like on this cruise, they're repositioning from the Mediterranean. So everything dealing with the Mediterranean cruises was, I think, 50% off. And deck 7 is also the only place where you can get outside and walk the deck, but you can't go all the way around the ship. Disappointing. On both sides, you can only go down to that wall, down to that wall. That sign blocks it off, but you can't get to the bow of the ship from there anyway. Just more crew area. And it's pouring right now. I can see it coming down on lifeboats. So if you need to take a walk when it's pouring, this is the place to do it. Welcome to the sports deck. Good time to shoot a few hoops. Or try. The cheerleaders are loving it. After shooting some hoops, figured I better go to the gym and get on the treadmill. And I saw this, what looked to be a dead whale go by. It was very sad. One thing that always makes me happy on a cruise ship is heading to the military appreciation ceremony. And NCL does a fantastic job. All the high-ranking crew members are there. Oh, I just missed the white party. I bet it was fun. One thing you can be sure of on a cruise, especially Norwegian, but pretty much all of them, you get lots of mail. Most of the mail you get on a cruise ship is all about the art auction. I don't go to art auctions. I don't think it's worth it, but what do you think? I have some friends that love it, and they buy lots of art. Guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Send me a comment. Let me know what you think about the art auctions. Do you go to them just to watch the auctions, or do you actually buy the art? I'd like to know. Of course, sometimes you get mail from the casino. That's always nice, especially when it's a lot of money off or a free cruise. Or you also want to get your shore excursion tickets. And here in Tortola, I think you're going to want a shore excursion. As the pilot boat approaches, you can see Tortola is surrounded by a bunch of beautiful islands. What a beautiful place. I chose to just walk around the city. I didn't really see anything worth mentioning. So, what do you do when you're on Tortola? What excursions do you take? Or did I miss something in the city? Let me know. I'd also like to know if you've ever been on Azores. It's supposed to be a premium class cruise line and used to be owned by Royal Caribbean, who recently sold it. Looks like a beautiful ship. Gonna have to try it one of these days. Okay, this looks like a skating rink. It is, I can see the marks. That's pretty cool. Right here in Tortola. Wonder if it's gonna open today. Well, the ice skating rink is definitely something worth mentioning, and so is the port itself. There's a lot of beautiful boats that cruise in and out of there, and the water is just absolutely stunning. And hey, there's a Navy ship over there too. Maybe there's a tour for that. I'll have to check that out for my next time there. Well, here's something I missed. Looks like there's a sky ride or gondola ride. I definitely need to take that. But stick around. Go to St. Thomas next, and I did take the gondola on that one. It looks like this is an old fort or something. I wonder if there's a way to get to that from the shore. Well, so far it only took 20 minutes to get to the Manhattan. Not bad. Well, it took 30 minutes total. Not bad for that long line. The next island the ship stopped at was St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. A Norwegian Cruise Line typically docks at the Havenside dock, which is very close to the Skyride, and about 1 mile to downtown Charlotte-Amalie. Last year I was on Royal Caribbean when I came here, and it docked at the cruise port of Charlotte, which is by the Crown Bay Shopping Center, and that's 3 miles away from Havenside, so 2 miles from downtown. Not only does the Skyride give you fantastic views on the way up and down, but there's also a wonderful restaurant on top, as well as some clothing and souvenir shops. It's got typical bar food, but the views are amazing. I chose the nachos because that's what I had the last time I was here, and they're delicious. And they go great with a Long Island iced tea. The best part about taking a break at the restaurant on top is the beautiful views. And somewhere near that Navy ship right there, in that general vicinity, is where Royal Caribbean usually docks. What a great ride on the tram. And there is a prime restaurant downstairs. I didn't check it out though. But I'm not going to check it out because I'm going to get on the gondola and head back because there's some storm clouds coming. Now, lots of cruise ports have shopping, dining, and restaurants, but Havenside, that's amazing. Cool those life rafts look. Hope I never have to be on one. Except maybe on a tender. Love to have one. Especially one of the ones with the sliding doors. Kind of look like trams or trolleys. Monorail. Everybody's waving to everybody. The Grand Princess. I haven't taken a Princess cruise yet. Have you? Let me know in the comments. That sure is a beautiful ship. And they even have a swimming pool at the bow. I would have to try a Princess cruise one of these days. And St. Thomas is another place you can go without a cruise ship. There's some great hotels there. I think I stayed at that one time before, but I'm not sure it was named the Westin. Sure is beautiful though. And if I remember right, there's a walkway down to that private beach area and waterfall. Very cool. I'm getting ready to enjoy the last night on the cruise ship as we head towards San Juan. Heading right into it. Okay, my first time at the main dining in Manhattan. I got a window seat. You can use your specialty dining package to get the lobster tail. Plus your main entree. A lot of food. Last night of the cruise. Farewell party at the Bliss. Look at that. Mother Nature's giving us a welcome to San Juan sign. That's beautiful. Time for the only excursion I booked. To the airport. First stop on the airport transfer excursion. I think I made about 3 stops. This first one to this beautiful beach here. And the next stop to the San Cristobal Castle. An amazing old fort with great views. Royal Caribbean ship, the Brilliance. I had a great time walking through all the old tunnels. It's quite the museum. The last time I was here, I was on Royal Caribbean and they dock right near the old town. On this cruise, on Norwegian on the other hand, they docked to the Isla Grande airport. I think that's a Princess one, and Norwegian is right behind it, but you can't see it here in the video. All the roosters are coming right at me. Well, the views from the castle were definitely amazing, and you can even see the other castle on the tip of the island. What a beautiful place. The last stop was the Walkway of the Presidents, right in front of the capital of Puerto Rico. I thought that was a great way to get to the airport. Much better than sitting around the airport for hours. I hope you liked this video of the transatlantic voyage on the NCL Epic. We'll see you next time.